Hey guys, Coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. We have the final weekend, honestly until Tuesday is what it is, for the fusion. Alright, Emic Fusion. I would say one of the most difficult fusions we ever had, it seems to be. Because I don't know what Plarium is thinking. They've been increasing the point requirements for everything. Champion training, look at that, 7,150 points for the fragments. Artifact enhancement, 4,800. Dungeon divers with a minute left. I hope it loads. It was having some issues before, but 4,800, so 1,200 points per day. This was on the edge of being worth it or not, but honestly, it was still very difficult. For the average player out there, a free-to-play and low spender, the players who keep the activity within the game. You cannot have just the big whales and spenders being the game, because honestly, this fusion for those is nothing. They don't care about this champion at all. I would say the big spenders, they only care about summoning Yumekos and the Taras and the Marishkas and all that. That's where those guys play. The new players, the free-to-play, the low spenders are in a different category, and that category is getting attacked by Plarium. I don't understand why they've been going so hard on it. And then with the champion chase today, have a look at this, guys. 3,650 points for the 25 fragments. And there's even mythical gear up there on the top, which is kind of funny because on the global leaderboard, there's no mythical, which it's funny. It's just funny to me. Even though it is easier to summon during a 2x on Ancients, during a champion chase tournament, and we can also summon the epics for this one to get some extra points, it is still a pretty hard goal to reach. It used to be 2,500, and I remember times when we had rares, going for the rares in a fusion, and it would be 1,150, 750, 1,500. I remember 1,350. So it is nuts on how hard they are making these fusions. And honestly, with Emic also getting nerfed, so he cannot no longer infinitely boost shields with his A1 to an insane amount, it makes it even less sense for Plarium to make such a difficult fusion. I don't understand what they're doing. It seems to be that the way forward for those guys, for the free-to-play and the low spenders, will be, okay, I'm skipping a fusion for sure, but does Plarium not understand what that means? That the problem that they're trying to solve. So the problem that I think Plarium is having right now is that a lot of players are stacking up resources. They're stacking up their energy. As you see, I do that. I was stacking up my sacreds, but I got greedy AF with the 1+1. So I am stacking up my ancients, my voids. All of those are through just the clan boss, honestly, the Doom Tower, and I'm just waiting on when to use them. When you force people to make a choice, should I completely skip a month of doing the events that the game is showing in order for me to get the next fusion that might be worth it? Then they of course will be increasing their desire to stack up their resources. If they think that every fusion is kind of worth it and they need to use up all the resources, they will be doing it. I don't understand why they go the other way. Make the fusions easier is what I said before. Make the fusions easier. Everybody gets them. All right. A reasonable amount of points. Everybody gets them. But then have a target for those who want to push a little bit extra and even spend. And that target is through empowerment. All right. Put an empowerment as a reward during the fusion that gives you like a 2-star, 3-star, or even a 4-star like we had for Artac. Something like that. And that is for the spenders. Achievable only, honestly, if you spend or you had an insane amount of saved up resources. If that happens, I think the majority of players will be satisfied. The spenders will be satisfied in getting an easier awakening for a champion. I honestly believe my Artac awakening and my Razzlevark awakening are one of the best ones I have, because it's a 5-star and it took a lot of effort to get that and resources. But put that as the target for players who spend to get, and then the rest is easier for the free-to-play. I don't understand why Plarium goes that so hard into making these fusions harder and harder. They have their metrics, of course, and they see, okay, X percentage of the player base completed this fusion. They have X number of shards. They have all of these info in their own records, by the way. They keep track of this, and this is how they keep the economy going, and they prop up the offers, and that's how they understand their metrics. They have a ton of, I believe they have 3 times the analysts going over the data that this game does in order to make more revenue as time goes on, instead of actually developing the game. That's how I honestly think this thing goes. So me personally, I got very lucky and actually summoned one of these epics, which makes my life so much easier now for this one. And I'm a spender, all right? I get resources from Plarium as a content creator. So this one is relatively an easy fusion for me. I can complete it. I can do my firing. I can do my champion training. But I don't understand why they make it so difficult for everybody else out there. Getting a champion should be just part of playing the game during that month. All right, so that a new player asks, oh my god, how does everybody have this champion? Well, I was playing it a month before you, and while I was doing everything that the game offers, you know, doing my dailies and all that, and doing the specific champion training or dungeon divers or you know, dungeons, I got that champion. And with some, you know, some relatively okay resource management, you can get them too in the future. But that is not the way anymore, because you have to be extremely aware of your resource management now, and skipping on purpose fusions just so that you're prepared for the next one. So I don't get it. And I'll probably go for the next 25 fragments. I just need the 25 and I'm done with this fusion. I'm not gonna go for the extra epic because that's gonna be a lot more effort by my side. Since I've got the extra epic, I'll do it and call it a day. There's a classic arena takedown. I'll do that in 24 hours, and I'll get my extra 25 fragments, which I'll need to finish off the fusion. But not only we have to do all that, we also have to do champion training, ascending, and also using food champions now to finish off the fusion. Even with a week left, you still need to be completing everything that goes on during this time. Yeah, what are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts on this? I made a post over on my YouTube channel just a little bit ago, right? Just saying how insane this is. I doubt it has a lot of comments, but if you want to comment there, you're free to do so. But if you want to go, look at that. I just posted this 35 minutes ago saying 3,650 for the fragments. They're definitely making it hard to get this damn fusion. And yeah, we have somebody says 60 ancients got the job done. 60 ancients is not easy to acquire. Not sure what this guy is saying, but yeah. So he only had to cover 2,900, pulled 60 and got a Tatura and a second nut. Yeah, if you're pulling ancients during the 2x, you might get lucky with the epics, and that's gonna save you to get the fragments. But overall, I think there's a big inflation of points going on, which makes things a lot more difficult. Anyway, guys, this was the video. Let me know of your comments down below. Did you go for the fusion? Did you have to quit the fusion as you saw the difficulty of each of the events that were popping up? Let me know down below. Thank you all. I will see you in the next one. See ya.